How are you girls? Today we are going to take a revision on Unit 1, Lesson 1 and 2. Let's remember together the important points of these lessons. Friction force. What is the meaning of friction force? Friction force, it is the force that exists between two surfaces when they touch each other. When you rub your hands, there is a friction force between your hands. When you walk, there is a friction force between your shoes and the ground. When the car moves, there is a friction force between the wheels and the road. When you ride your bicycle, there is a friction force between your tires of the bicycle and the roads. What are factors affecting friction force? There are three factors affecting friction force, which increasing friction force or decreasing friction force. Number one, the type of material, if it's rough or smooth. Number two, speed of the object. Number three, the surface area of the object. What are the types of friction force? We have three types of friction force. Friction force between solids, friction force between solids and air, which is called air resistance. Friction force between solids and water, which is called water resistance. Excellent. What are the factors affecting air resistance and water resistance? There are two factors affecting them: speed of the object and surface area of the object. And there is a relation between speed of the object or surface area and air resistance or water resistance. Do you remember the name of this relation? Yeah, direct relation. Which means by increasing the speed of the object, the air resistance or water resistance increase, yes, and vice versa. The same for surface area. The last point, the advantages of friction force and disadvantages of friction force. Friction force is very important in our life. It has a great benefits in our life. For example, friction force help us to walk, to run, and to slow down the motion and keep us from slipping down. Friction force help us to control the car, to control the speed of the car, to stop the motion of the car or slow down the motion of the car and change direction. We need friction force to lighting matches. All of these are advantage or benefits of friction force. Only we have one bad side or disadvantage of friction force, which is damage of machines, which of course waste a lot of money. How? By increasing the temperature between the moving internal parts of this machine, it will damage these parts, which will damage or leads to damage all the machine. Let's start the questions. Complete the following. On walking, there is a between your shoes and ground. We said friction force. Number two, air resistance acts in direction of the movement. Is it the same direction or opposite direction of the movement? Opposite direction of the movement. Number three, by increasing the speed of the object, friction force increase or decrease the direct relation? Yeah, increase. Number 4, the friction force between rough surfaces. It will be greater or increase, or it will be decreases. Of course, increases between rough surfaces. Number 5, lighting of matches need friction force. Number 6, anybody moves when force is smaller than Anybody moves when friction force is smaller than motion force. Yeah. Do you remember that we said if the friction force is less than the motion force, the object will move and vice versa? Yes. Excellent. Give reasons for birds stretch their wings on landing. Why? Of course, to land safely. How? To increase air resistance by increasing surface area. Number 2, when you stop pedaling, the motion of the bike slows down. How? Of course, due to friction force between the tire of the wheels, the tire of the bicycle, and the road. Number 3, fish have streamline shape, or boats have streamline shape. To decrease water resistance by decreasing surface area. Excellent. Do you remember 2 dot by dot? Don't forget it. Try the scientific terms for number 1, the force that helps us in walking and running. The force that prevents us from slipping down. Friction force. Yeah. Number 2, the relation between the surface area of a moving object and air resistance. We said it before. Yeah. Direct relation. Number 3, the force that opposes the motion of a boat in water. Don't say friction force. I said motion of a boat in water, so it will be water resistance. Excellent. See you soon, and I love you so much. Goodbye.